Welcome to Best Shot Travel. Today we are taking you on an adventure to a place that truly feels like another world. This is a land of myth, legend, and raw, untamed nature. We are going to Iceland. This Nordic island nation is a masterpiece of geological drama. It's a country defined by its incredible, ever-changing landscape. Imagine standing on ground that is literally being forged by fire and by ice. Here, volcanoes grumble beneath ancient glaciers, and powerful geysers shoot boiling water high into the sky. It's a place where the elements are in a constant spectacular dance, creating scenery so epic it will leave you breathless. Iceland is a realm of stark contrasts and breathtaking beauty. Picture vast lava fields, dark and jagged, stretching out as far as the eye can see. These fields tell the story of volcanic eruptions that have shaped the island over millennia. Then, imagine soothing hot springs, their steamy, mineral-rich waters offering a warm embrace against the cool Arctic air. Massive glaciers, like rivers of ice, carve their way through mountains, their sheer scale a humbling reminder of nature's power. It's a country where every turn in the road reveals a new, spectacular vista, each more stunning than the last. This is a journey you won't soon forget. Massive glaciers are protected within sprawling national parks like Vatnajökull and Snæfellsjökull. These protected areas are not just ice. They are complex ecosystems filled with ice caves, towering peaks, and glacial lagoons dotted with floating icebergs. The power of nature is on full display here, in its most raw and magnificent form. Whether you're an adrenaline junkie looking for your next big adventure, a nature lover seeking serene landscapes, or a history buff fascinated by ancient tales, this island is a playground for explorers, a canvas for photographers, and a sanctuary for those looking to reconnect with the wild. Iceland will challenge your perceptions and ignite your sense of wonder. Pack your bags, charge your cameras, and join us as we embark on the ultimate Icelandic adventure. It's going to be an epic ride. Our Icelandic saga begins in its vibrant heart, the capital city of Reykjavik. While most of the country is a wild, sparsely populated wilderness, most of Iceland's population calls this charming and quirky city home. Reykjavik is a fascinating blend of colorful houses, modern design, and a lively creative scene. But what truly sets it apart is how it harnesses the very power that shapes the island. The entire city runs on geothermal power, a clean, sustainable energy source drawn from the heat beneath the Earth's surface. Reykjavik is home to the National Museum and the Saga Museum. Close-up, a Viking helmet and sword display inside National Museum. This is where you can truly connect with the spirit of the first settlers who braved the treacherous North Atlantic. We'll explore the stories of legendary explorers, fierce warriors, and fascinating sagas. Understanding this Viking heritage is key to understanding the resilience and independent spirit of the Icelandic people today. We'll take you to the most famous attractions, iconic landmarks you've seen in pictures, and hidden gems off the beaten path. We'll share our top tips for planning your trip, best things to do, holidays, and events. We want you to feel excited and prepared for your own Icelandic journey. We'll explore how to get around, dive into the delicious food scene with its local favorites, and even share tips on finding bargains. So get comfortable, and let's begin our epic journey through the land of fire and ice. Your adventure starts now. Let's begin our exploration with the force that created this island, fire. Iceland sits on the mid-Atlantic ridge, a massive underwater mountain range where two tectonic plates are pulling apart. This geological hotspot makes Iceland one of the most volcanically active places on Earth. Imagine standing at the edge of a dormant volcanic crater, its sheer size a silent reminder of the immense eruption that formed it. These volcanoes are not just mountains, they are the architects of Iceland, constantly reshaping the land with every rumble and flow. This volcanic activity creates some of Iceland's most surreal and dramatic scenery. Think of vast black sand beaches, like Reynisfjara near the village of Vik. The sand here is not golden, but a deep, haunting black, formed from eroded volcanic rock. Towering basalt columns rise from the shore, forged by the slow cooling of lava. The constant roar of the North Atlantic waves crashing against the black sand creates a powerful, unforgettable symphony. The fire beneath the surface also gives birth to another incredible phenomenon: geysers. While the Great Geysir is less active now, its neighbor, Stroker, puts on a spectacular show every few minutes. Then, with a sudden whoosh, a column of superheated water and steam erupts high into the air, sometimes reaching heights of over 30 meters. In areas like Hvarir, the ground itself seems to be alive. The air is thick with the smell of sulfur, and the landscape is painted in otherworldly shades of red, yellow, and green from the mineral deposits. It feels like you've been transported to a prehistoric world. This fiery character is what makes Iceland so utterly unique and unforgettable. From the fire, we turn to the second half of Iceland's identity: ice. A significant portion of the country is covered by massive glaciers, colossal rivers of ice that have sculpted the land over millennia. The largest of these is Vatnajökull, the biggest ice cap in Europe. It is so vast that it's almost impossible to comprehend its scale from the ground. The ice here is not just a static sheet. It is a dynamic moving force, constantly grinding and carving the rock beneath it. Exploring these glaciers is an adventure like no other. You can hike across their surfaces with crampons and an ice axe, led by an experienced guide. As you walk, you'll see deep crevasses, cracks in the ice that glow with an ethereal blue light. In the winter months, you can even venture inside the glaciers to explore natural ice caves. Stepping into one of these caves is a magical experience. The ice is a mesmerizing, translucent blue, filtered sunlight making the entire cave glow. It feels like you are standing inside a giant frozen sapphire. The glaciers also create some of Iceland's most iconic and beautiful sights, glacial lagoons. Jökulsárlón is the most famous of these. Here, massive icebergs that have broken off from the Breiðamerkurjökull glacier float serenely in a deep, still lagoon. Seals can often be seen swimming among the ice or resting on the floating platforms. Just across the road from the lagoon is the famous Diamond Beach. This is where the icebergs from Jökulsárlón wash ashore after drifting out to the Atlantic Ocean. The contrast between the crystal-clear ice and the dark sand is breathtakingly beautiful, especially during sunrise or sunset. It is a photographer's dream. This is a place where you can truly touch a piece of a glacier and feel the ancient cold it holds within. Nowhere is the dynamic interplay of fire and ice more apparent than in Iceland's national parks. There are three main national parks: Vatnajökull, Snæfellsjökull, and Þingvellir. Each one protects a unique aspect of Iceland's natural and historical heritage. Vatnajökull National Park, as we've seen, is dominated by Europe's largest glacier. It also encompasses active volcanic systems beneath the ice. This subglacial volcanism can lead to dramatic events like Jökullaups, glacial outburst floods when eruptions melt huge amounts of ice. It is the ultimate collision of elements. Then there is Snæfellsjökull National Park. The Snæfellsjökull Glacier sits atop a 700,000-year-old stratovolcano. Jules Verne chose this volcano as the entrance to the Earth's core. The area is shrouded in myth and mystique, coastal cliffs teeming with birdlife, rugged lava fields, and hidden beaches, all under the watchful eye of the magnificent ice-capped volcano. Finally, Þingvellir National Park, a site of immense historical and geological significance. The world's first parliament, the Alþingi, was established here in 930 AD. You can literally see the Earth being torn apart. The park sits on the mid-Atlantic ridge. You can walk in the Rift Valley between the North American and Eurasian plates. You can even snorkel or dive in the Silfra Fissure, swimming between two continents. These national parks are the soul of Iceland. They are living laboratories where you can witness geology in action, a powerful reminder of nature's scale and our place within it. Our journey into Iceland's top destinations begins in its incredible capital, Reykjavik. This isn't just a gateway to the rest of the country. It's a destination in its own right, buzzing with energy and creativity. Its streets are lined with colorful buildings, quirky boutiques, and fantastic art galleries. You can spend days just wandering around discovering charming cafes, vibrant street art, and a music scene that has produced world-famous artists. Dominating the skyline is the magnificent Hallgrímskirkja Church. Its unique towering design is inspired by basalt lava columns. Take the elevator to the top for breathtaking panoramic views. From up there, colorful rooftops, Faxaflói Bay sparkling in the sun, and distant mountains. The perfect first stop to get your bearings. Down by the old harbor, the Harpa Concert Hall. Its geometric glass facade glitters day and night, designed to echo basalt landscapes and the northern lights. The harbor is a lively hub of activity, a launching point for whale-watching tours. You can spot minke whales, humpbacks, and dolphins. Reykjavik balances rich history with a modern spirit, from the old town center to bustling Laugavegur shopping street, a city powered by clean geothermal energy, sustainability in action. At night, Reykjavik comes alive, cozy pubs and lively clubs where you can dance the night away. A city full of surprises, a perfect base for your Icelandic adventures, a place that will capture your heart with its unique charm and creative soul. No trip to Iceland is complete without driving the legendary Golden Circle. This is the country's most famous and popular sightseeing route. It packs 3 of Iceland's most stunning landmarks into a single-day trip from Reykjavik. The first stop is Thingvellir National Park. Walk in the Rift Valley between the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates. The sense of standing between 2 continents is awe-inspiring. Next, Gullfoss, Golden Falls, one of Iceland's most iconic, powerful waterfalls. The Hvita River plunges in 2 stages into a deep canyon. The thunderous roar and sheer volume are breathtaking. On sunny days, mist creates rainbows. Viewing platforms let you feel the spray. Just a short drive away is Haukadalur geothermal area, home to the famous geysers. While Geysir is mostly dormant, Strokur erupts reliably every 5–10 minutes, shooting a column of boiling water up to 30 meters. Bubbling mud pots and steaming fumaroles color the landscape. The Golden Circle is the perfect introduction to Iceland's natural wonders. It combines history, geology, and raw natural beauty. It's a classic for a reason, a perfect taste of the land of fire and ice. After days of exploring epic landscapes, there is no better way to relax and rejuvenate than by visiting the world-famous Blue Lagoon. This is one of Iceland's most iconic attractions, a geothermal spa renowned for its milky blue, mineral-rich waters. Located in the middle of a stark black lava field, the lagoon's appearance is absolutely surreal. The contrast is stunning. It's an otherworldly oasis that has become a symbol of Icelandic wellness and a must-do experience for nearly every traveler. The water in the Blue Lagoon is a byproduct of the nearby Svartsengi geothermal power plant. The superheated water is rich in minerals like silica and sulfur, which are said to have healing properties for the skin. As you step into the warm, soothing water, you can feel the stress and tension of your travels simply melt away. The temperature stays at a blissful 37 to 39 degrees Celsius, or 98 to 102 degrees Fahrenheit, year-round. You can float around, enjoy a drink from the in-water bar, or apply the famous silica mud mask. You can enhance your visit with an in-water massage. Visiting in the winter offers a particularly magical experience, as you can soak in the warm water while snow falls gently around you. If you're incredibly lucky, you might even witness the northern lights dancing in the sky above you while you float in the lagoon's embrace. Because of its immense popularity, it is essential to book your tickets for the Blue Lagoon well in advance. Its location makes it a perfect first stop after you land or a final treat before you fly home. Soaking in these healing waters is a memory that will stay with you long after you've left. To truly understand Iceland, we must journey back in time, over 1,000 years to the age of the Vikings. The very first permanent settler, Ingolfur Arnarsson, arrived from Norway around 874 AD, establishing his homestead in a place he named Reykjavik or Smoky Bay. This marked the beginning of the settlement era, a period when Norse explorers seeking new lands braved the treacherous North Atlantic in their iconic longships. They brought with them their families, livestock, and a fierce, independent spirit that would come to define the Icelandic character. This Viking heritage is vividly brought to life in Iceland's incredible museums. The National Museum of Iceland in Reykjavik is an essential first stop. You can see priceless artifacts, including Viking swords, drinking horns, and intricate jewelry. One of its most prized possessions is the Valþjófsstaðir door, a medieval church door intricately carved with scenes from a famous knight's tale. For a more immersive experience, the Saga Museum uses incredibly lifelike silicone figures and detailed sets to recreate key moments from the Icelandic sagas. Here, You can come face to face with legendary figures like Leif Erikson, the Icelander believed to have reached North America almost 500 years before Columbus. Beyond the capital, you can explore history right where it happened. In Borgarnes, the settlement center offers two fascinating exhibitions. You can also visit reconstructed Viking villages to get a feel for the architecture and daily life of the era. Exploring these sites allows you to connect with the foundational stories that are the bedrock of Icelandic identity and a source of immense national pride. While the Viking past is a huge part of Iceland's identity, its modern culture is equally vibrant and fascinating. This is a nation of storytellers, artists, and musicians, a creative spirit that thrives amidst the dramatic landscapes. Icelandic literature continues a long tradition that began with the sagas. Icelanders are among the most avid readers in the world. This passion for words and stories is a direct link to their ancestors, a cultural thread that has remained unbroken for centuries. This creative energy is perhaps most famously expressed through music. For a country with such a small population, Iceland has had a massive impact on the global music scene, producing world-renowned artists like Björk, Sigur Rós, and Of Monsters and Men. Their music often feels deeply connected to the Icelandic landscape. It can be ethereal, melancholic, and powerful all at once. You can experience this vibrant music scene firsthand, or by attending one of the country's fantastic music festivals, like Iceland Airwaves. Icelandic culture is also deeply intertwined with folklore and a belief in the Huldufolk, or hidden people. These are elves and other mystical beings who are said to live in the rocks and hills. This folklore is a cherished part of the national heritage. You might even notice that road construction has been diverted to avoid disturbing a rock believed to be an elf dwelling. Finally, the spirit of Iceland is found in its people. They are known for their resilience, independence, and a strong sense of community. They have a deep connection to their land and a progressive, forward-thinking outlook, evident in their commitment to renewable energy, gender equality, and a peaceful society. Engaging with the local culture is the best way to connect with the true soul of modern Iceland. Beyond the classic sights, Iceland is a true adventurer's playground, offering a vast array of thrilling activities. For those seeking an adrenaline rush, glacier hiking is an absolute must. Strap on crampons and trek across ancient ice fields. For an even more unforgettable experience, try ice climbing. Scale vertical walls of ice using axes and ropes. It's a challenging, rewarding way to feel these frozen giants firsthand. Prefer underground adventures? Explore the inner workings of a volcano. The Inside the Volcano tour descends 120 meters into a massive empty magma chamber. The chamber walls glow with mineral colors like fiery reds, yellows, and purples. For another subterranean option, go lava caving. Walking through these dark, cavernous passages is like stepping back in time to the moment of a volcanic eruption. The island's wild coastline offers endless excitement. Sea kayaking along the Snæfellsnes Peninsula. You'll paddle past dramatic cliffs and curious seals. For faster water action, raft glacial rivers through thrilling rapids. And in the otherworldly Silfra Fissure, you can snorkel or dive, swimming between the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates. It's a surreal and peaceful adventure. Iceland's calendar bursts with events. From the Winter Lights Festival to summer's secret solstice, National Day, and the annual Viking Festival. Join these events to connect with locals and feel Iceland's joyful community spirit. Getting around Iceland is an essential part of the adventure, and how you choose to travel will greatly shape your experience. The most popular way to explore is by renting a car. Driving the famous Ring Road is the ultimate Icelandic road trip, connecting most of the major towns and attractions. A standard car is fine in the summer, but a 4x4 is highly recommended if you plan to explore the highlands or visit during the winter. Driving in Iceland requires some preparation. The weather can change in an instant, so it's crucial to check road conditions and forecasts daily. Some roads, particularly the F-roads, are unpaved, require a 4x4, and often involve river crossings. Always be mindful of wandering sheep, which roam freely across the countryside. Most importantly, remember to pull over only in designated stopping areas. Stopping on the road itself is extremely dangerous and can damage the fragile environment. If you prefer not to drive, Iceland has countless guided tours available, from single-day excursions to multi-day trips. Taking a tour is a great, stress-free option, allowing you to enjoy the scenery while a knowledgeable local guide shares insights. For travel between major towns, there is a public bus system, though services can be infrequent and may not reach all remote attractions. However, for the true Icelandic experience of discovery, a rental car or a guided tour remains the best way to navigate this incredible island of wonders. Let's dive into one of the most surprising aspects of any Icelandic adventure: the food. You are in for a delicious treat. Start with Iceland's world-famous lamb. Sheep roam freely, and the meat is lean, tender, and flavorful. Try kjötsúpa, a hearty lamb soup filled with potatoes, carrots, and rutabaga. This comforting soup is perfect to warm you after exploring in the cold. Seafood is central to the diet. Fish is often caught and served the same day. Try Arctic char, cod, or the delicious Icelandic langoustine, called humar, usually grilled with garlic butter. For adventurous eaters, traditional foods like haykarl, fermented shark. It has a very strong smell and pungent flavor, an acquired taste. It's traditionally chased with a shot of brennivin. Another local favorite is the Icelandic hot dog, or pilsa. Made from lamb, pork, and beef, it's served in a warm bun with crispy fried onions, raw onions, and a sweet brown mustard. Grabbing one is a quintessential Reykjavik experience. Experiencing Iceland doesn't have to completely break the bank. There are plenty of ways to find bargains and enjoy the local culture without overspending. One of the best tips is to take advantage of local grocery stores like Bonus or Kronan. Stocking up on snacks and lunch supplies can significantly cut down your costs. Enjoying a picnic lunch with a view of a waterfall or a glacier is economical and unforgettable. A classic Icelandic souvenir is the lopapeysa, a traditional wool sweater made from the unique wool of Icelandic sheep. The wool is water-resistant and incredibly warm, making these sweaters both beautiful and practical. They are an investment, but they are made to last a lifetime. For a more budget-friendly option, look for handmade wool hats, mittens, or socks. You can find the best deals at the Kolaported Flea Market in Reykjavik. One of the best local favorites that is also a bargain is visiting the local swimming pools, or sundlogs. They are social hubs where locals come to relax in the hættirpotar, or hot tubs, and chat about their day. It's a fantastic and affordable way to experience everyday Icelandic culture. Finally, a great way to find local favorites is simply to ask. Icelanders are often happy to share their recommendations. Venture off the main tourist streets to discover hidden gem cafes and bars. By showing genuine interest, you'll uncover the places that locals truly love and create the most lasting memories. Our epic journey through the land of fire and ice is now coming to a close. We have traversed a land of breathtaking contrasts. We've walked between continents, felt the thunderous power of Gullfoss, explored the vibrant streets of Reykjavik, and soaked in the healing waters of the Blue Lagoon. Iceland is not just a destination. It's an experience that awakens the senses and stirs the soul. It's a place that reminds you of the raw, untamed beauty our planet holds. The memories of its landscapes will stay with you. You'll remember the impossible blue of an ice cave, the surreal sight of icebergs on a black sand beach, and the magical glow of the midnight sun. We hope this guide has ignited your passion for adventure and given you the tools and inspiration to plan your own Icelandic saga. Hope you enjoyed the video. Enjoy traveling and always smile. We are passionate about bringing you the best travel content from around the globe, and we have many more adventures planned. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay up with our latest videos. Your support allows us to keep exploring and sharing the world with you. Until next time, happy travels from all of us here at Best Shot Travel.